today gaming in India is a $2.2 billion industry.
Wow.
And there has not been any fiction series or feature film made in Indian cinema on the world of gaming.
And I was like, are you serious? And then he showed me some visuals of an esports gaming exhibition or fest that they had. It was off the charts, man. I mean, it was like a rock concert, people just going there. All right.
Okay.
One of my oldest friends is in studio, along with somebody I'd like to call a friend. This is his third appearance on my show. And a lady whose second appearance on my show it is. Now, let me clarify. Neeta Shah, producer of Gamerlog on Amazon MX Player, is here. Hello, my dear friend. How are you?
Hey, Hrishi. I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Anjali has been on my show once before. This is time number 2. She's playing the leading lady on Gamerlog. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
And Darsheel Safary, time number 3 on the show.
Let's go.
Welcome, brother.
But why did you say that you would want to call me a friend? You can call me a friend.
Yeah, I can.
Right?
Thank you. I just have to
Surely
be really
magic.
careful. With,
Magic.
with Neeta, I can take liberties.
Yeah, we are very, very old friends.
Fair enough.
Guys, like I said, it's streaming on Amazon MX Player. It's absolutely free of cost. You can download the MX Player app, or if you have the Prime Video app, like I do, it plays off the Prime Video app too. All you have to do is go to the search bar and type Gamerlog. It's very exciting. I ran through 2 episodes of it, and I will run through the others. Let's start at the obvious point, which is gaming. So, Neeta, who brought the idea to you? Who amongst the creative core, I don't know if it was the writer or the director or the creative producer, was into gaming?
So the concept was brought to us by Karmanya Ahuja. He's the writer and the creator of the concept. And my co-producer Abhinay Deo, who is a very versatile filmmaker. He has made the cult film like Delhi Belly and 24 series and a lot of innovative, way ahead of its time content.
Well, I have to interrupt Neeta here. Let me tell you that I own a DVD of a movie called Game, which stars Abhishek Bachchan. And it's way ahead of its time, very slickly shot, almost like, a Hollywood film at the time, because now everybody makes films like that. And I remember telling him, I said, I love that film so much, I went and bought a DVD copy. He said, oh, it didn't do well commercially. I'm convinced that if Game was released today, it would be a blockbuster hit. It was just fantastic. So, yeah, the man who made 24, the man who made Game, the man who made Delhi Belly. And many congratulations, 11 years. Abhinay, if you're listening to this, 11 years of
14.
Delhi. 14 years. 14 years, I stand corrected. 14 years of Delhi Belly. Many, many congratulations. Sorry, continue. So then Abhinay comes in.
Yeah. So Abhinay and me, we have a company together, RDP Pulp Fiction Entertainment. And we are always on lookout for out-of-the-box subjects which are unique, which have never been explored on Indian cinema. So when the writer Karmanya got the concept to us with this new world of gaming, that's what excited us, because today gaming in India is a $2.2 billion industry.
Wow.
And there has not been any fiction series or feature film made in Indian cinema on the world of gaming. So I think that's something which really, really excited us, because this world was so intriguing, so unique, and a very different story to be told. Hence we took it up and we decided to develop it further.
So, Anjali, just some trivia for you guys. So, on the weekdays on Radio 1, Monday to Friday, we play like regular pop music and we do regular programming, which is basically magazine style, what's happening, around the world, around India, yada, 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 interviews and things like that. Weekends, we go into genre-specific programs. So, we have a K-pop show, which is hosted by a singer-songwriter called Zoe.
Oh, okay.
We have a blues show, which is hosted by Brian Tellis, and we have an anime show, which is hosted by a guy called Ilahi. And very recently, a guy called Pranav, who's part of my team in Delhi,
Right.
he called and he said, sir, I'd love to do a show on gaming. And I was like, are you serious? And then he showed me some visuals of an esports gaming exhibition or fest that they had. It was off the charts, man. I mean, it was like a rock concert, people just going there. And we've got him on that show, and that show, I have to say, is very, very popular, where he's just talking about gaming, new games, combat, stuff and things like that. So for me, it was a revelation because I didn't know this whole ecosystem. My question to you is, did you, before you signed this on?
Actually, so I was aware that gaming was an industry that started to become pretty popular world over. I wasn't aware of it being popular in India, and I also had no idea that it was called professional esports. When I heard the term professional esports, I immediately thought racing or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
electric racing.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Electric car racing.
Exactly. That is what you immediately tend to think. It was Abhinay, Arya, and this dashing young man over here who introduced me to the world of gaming, actually. Yeah. So before that, I had absolutely no idea what it was all about. I'm myself a huge anime geek. So when it comes to stuff like that, it's like very up my alley. I understand it. But when it came to gaming, it was a learning curve.
I hosted a session at Comic-Con this year.
Really?
2 Japanese anime artists. It had more people than Tejas's concert.
Well, what can I say?
I was like, and I went to watch Tejas because I'm a
Right.
huge fan of Tejas's music, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you know, these many people, how many will we get? And it's unbelievable. They are voiceover artists in anime, the
Yes.
Japanese voiceover artists. And people were shrieking, yelling their names out, and they knew the dialogues by heart.
Yes,
so
yes.
anime is another big one. I'm so happy that people are making OTT series which are based on stuff which is so relevant and current. How, pray, did you introduce Anjali to the gaming thing? Do you game?
Yes.
Are you like a FIFA kind of guy or
I'm
more
a
intense?
all kind of guy, and that's been since as long as I can remember. Actually, my father had the Atari console, the joystick. Yeah,
Super Mario and Atari.
Super
I
Mario.
remember
Yes,
those, yeah.
yes, all the 32 bits.
Yeah.
So I played that, and then all the way until I believe 2014, I've owned every major console. So I've been too much into this, and PC gaming as well.
You're the real deal, dude. They're all, rest of them are imposters. Anjali, he's the OG.
He is. I'm telling you, he taught me. He's my
There's
guru.
No guru, no OG. But just the thing is that I never thought this would actually end up helping me in my life, because like ma'am said, that this is a first of its kind and based on gaming, and I've always wanted to act, and I've been very passionate about it, and to have sort of those two worlds collide and mix in a nice, beautiful way was cool for me. And then I had all these people who were new to it but also curious, but then even the boys. So in Gamerlog there's the Gamerlog gang, so they were in some way familiar, and then having Arya sir and Abhinay sir really be like, you know, those evergreen experienced gamers, so it really helped.
Abhinay is also a gamer.
Yeah.
Abhinay is a big time gamer, like from his really young age. This, I don't know much of gaming, but what I've heard him talking is this Atari game, and you know, there were the different
fun.
games. He used to be addicted to gaming.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a technical question. Do you have a gaming chair?
No, I don't have a gaming chair.
Okay,
That would
how
be
do I know about this? So I built myself a small little studio at home.
Okay.
Where I do a lot of other recording stuff. And I wanted to get myself a nice comfortable chair, not like bar stools or things like that. And I'm trying to buy myself a chair, and I go to a chair guy, and I said, okay, I will sit on this for about 8-9 hours a day, mostly late in the night when I get back and do some other stuff, record books and podcasts and this and that. I didn't tell him what I do. So I said 8-9 hours. He said, "Aap gaming karte hain kya?" And he said, "Aapko gaming wali kursi karte hain?" And he showed me this amazing Friends Lazy Boy kind of chair, which also has an extension. Where gamers, when they feel tired after gaming for 5 or 6 hours, they just
Lie down.
lounge back.
Amazing.
And it's crazy, man. And it's got USB cables here.
Yes.
Wow.
Where you can put your headphones on and things like that. And
Correct.
it's got the coolest shoulder rest and backrest and things like that. I was damn impressed. I was like, man, these are better than studio chairs.
Wow.
So did you buy it
I
eventually?
did not. Because it was just too expensive.
It is.
And I'm not going to game on
But
it.
it's become a pretty hardcore
Yeah,
market
man.
now.
Yeah, the gaming seats, chairs.
Yes.
It's
It
crazy.
just sounds like a seat.
Might be a seat.
Throne. Gaming thrones.
Yeah. And then you let's now talk about the casting. You have script in place. You have resident gamers in the house. Arya, Abhinay, and you signed Mr. Gamer himself. I reckon they knew each other because of the circuit. Did Abhinay know him?
No,
because
no.
of your gaming? No.
In fact, we didn't even know that
He
he
discovered it
games.
accidentally.
Yes.
I don't think they knew I existed also.
Shut up.
No.
No, but seriously, I thought that you part of the whatever you gamed against each other.
No, we did. I'd love to actually. I
Yeah?
think about it sometimes.
So tell me
Call
about
of
the
Duty
casting.
because he plays that. So.
When our script was completely ready and we got into the whole casting process, ironically, Abhinay, Arya and me, we all just had one name in mind together, and our first choice was Darsheel. Because the character Raghu, he's a very, very small town boy, very innocent, vulnerable. But at the same time, when he becomes his gaming avatar Maverick, he becomes this his entire demeanor changes, his look changes. He becomes like this new cool dude who is very confident and who can do anything for the team.
The inner Tom Cruise in him comes out.
Yes,
Maverick.
that's-
I love
that's-
Maverick.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Maverick. The original Maverick.
He's got two characters. He plays two different characters in the series. One is Raghu and one is his gaming avatar Maverick. When he gets into the game and he becomes that character, it's insane. So we thought that we wanted someone who is a good actor. Obviously, we all have seen Darsheel in Taare Zameen Par, and we auditioned him, and he was bang on for the role. So that's how we casted him. Anjali too was when we were discussing casting, we had seen her in one of her shows, and she had performed really well.
Did you see Class or
Yes,
did you see the other
yes,
one?
I'm talking about Class, yeah. And we loved her performance in Class, and I think from there we thought that let's talk to her and meet her and chat about the show. In the show, there are 5 other characters who are very, very intriguing and very different from each other, and they are a part of the team Gamerlog. So even those actors, we auditioned and we kind of discovered them. They've done work, but not too much of work.
They're
so in that,
hilarious.
yeah, all
We're
of
talking
them.
about Darsheel's room partners in Bombay.
Yes,
Like
in the
Joanna
team
sets them up
Gamerlog.
in the team Gamerlog.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Anjali's character is that she's a team leader and she kind of drives the entire team of these boys, which is so cool because she's a gamer, she's a woman, she brings this whole women empowerment out on the big screen, very confident, knows what she wants, a no nonsense person, and how she guides all these kids, the 5 characters of the team Gamerlog, towards winning the ultimate tournament of champion.
50 lakhs prize money. Eh?
Yeah.
What I also love is it doesn't take for granted that you're going to be a gaming expert, Anjali. I love that there are little blurbs that come in and say, she's been gaming since she was 13, whatever. He's looking you up and things like that.
Yeah.
And when they explain what Maverick is or what position he's going to fire at, all those things are explained. So
Yes.
there's a lot of game speak.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a great thing. Did you already know that was going to happen, or did you see it in the edit later on?
I mean, like I said, it was all a learning process for me. Just going through the script, I was able to educate myself as well. So I would say, yeah, I definitely was aware that is the direction we were going in. And I really appreciated that, because then people like me who are just about getting an introduction into this big, bad world of gaming, they kind of have a little soft intro into it. They can learn a little bit along the way.
Yeah, but you obviously think that's a great idea to get more people into the gaming ecosystem. These explanatory
So I'll tell
blurbs.
you, Hrishi, like I said, that having a gaming background really helped. And Arya sir and his team, we used to discuss, and I used to be like, okay, you have these terms that are coming out, and it's important that people know what it means.
What it means.
So then them incorporating that really helped. And also the fact that it's not just for knowledge, but it's essential to the story. Because then spoiler alert, but then towards the end those terms are actually used, so it's easier for you to then understand, okay, this guy's here and this guy's there's a lot of positioning and stuff like that. But coming to the latter part of this is that it's not that hardcore of a gaming setup. I mean, we've explained the basics, but then it actually ends up going somewhere else, more in the character space and stuff.
Yeah. I love the background music. I mean, the score's just terrific, and I'm a old school rock fan. Gotta love it. I know Darsheel fancies his Swedish House Mafia.
I listen to rock as well. Hello.
Do you?
But-
Not old school.
But,
rock.
but it's very cool. So, is this a new music director? Do you discover him or her? Tell us about that.
So the music composer is Gaurav Chatterjee, and he's done a lot of good work, and we obviously know of his work, and we got him on board. And it, the background music was a bit challenging because on one side you have Team Gamerlog, so we had to create the Team Gamerlog theme,
Yeah.
which would play every time that they are playing, or which would play when we are showing the emotions of the Team Gamerlog. The other side is Wolf Clan, which is their the competing team. So we had to create a theme for the Wolf Clan as well, since they are the so-called villains of the series. So these are the two different worlds that we had to explore, and obviously in between that is a lot of other emotions, the drama between the friends, between the two teams, between the family and the kids, when the tournament of champions is happening, the climax, the finale, when the action piece is happening. So he had to create a lot of different pieces of background music, and I think he's done a very good job.
You've got to have fallen in love with Joanna, your character, at the screenplay level. Because, I mean, what's not to love? Like Neeta said, big ups for women empowerment. She's a team leader. She also selects the right kind of guy, maverick, to pummel them forward. An interesting mix of people she's got. Like the Tamil guy who does weightlifting and things like that, who's also quite a sharp shooter. What is it that just spoke to you immediately about Joanna, the character?
I think Joanna can be relatable to literally anyone, be it a man or a woman. I think she's so strong. She's so focused on her craft and her goals, and she works really hard to get to where she gets. It's not like she has some kind of God-given talent that she just takes for granted. She's constantly honing it, and even when she can't, forming Gamerlog, I think, was really interesting because she has the ability and the foresight to see that, that potential within someone else and give them that opportunity. And more often than not, she hit the nail on the mark. She's a very confident woman. She knows how to walk into a space, and she knows herself, and she knows what she's bringing to the table. And I don't know, I think all of this just made her such a interesting character, and it gave me so much to work with in terms of her graph and where she was going, where she was coming from.
Darsheel, this guy Raghu, or what is it? Ragla. Reminds me of these very interesting characters. Some people who stammer when they speak, but when they sing, they're just so in the moment when they're singing, completely passionate, immersed in their singing, that they never stammer when they sing.
That's true.
It's almost as though he's not at ease in class, in coaching, even at home. But when he's gaming, his true self comes
himself,
out. And I think that's a wonderfully written character.
Yes.
That must have really spoken to you.
It absolutely did. And it's more personal than I expected it to be, because for me, when I was 17, because he's a 17-year-old, so I just tried to go to the basic that, okay, how was I when I was 17? And we met when I was 17.
Yes,
So
I remember.
was just about to take my baby steps in theatre. And that was a tough time because I was just in two minds about a lot of things. And then as an actor, you do tend to find a lot of peace when you're finding new characters, when you're exploring other things and stuff like that. And then it became my happy space. When I was on stage, I was like, wow, this is much more fun. So for Raghu, the character that I'm playing in the show, when he's gaming, he tends to really blur out or almost mute the external sounds in his life. And that was very relatable for me. And they say you shouldn't get attached to things, but when I watched the show, and 1 year down the line after playing the character, he still holds a very special place in my heart. I'm really attached to him.
But I have to say, the guy who plays your dad in the show is a hoot. He's a hoot. And all of us have some friends who are Gujaratis from Surat, so
Yeah.
we know the
100%.
template.
100%.
It's so cool.
There have been so many takes we had to cut because I would just crack up on set. And it was not just me. I'll tell you what's happening. Everyone's holding their laugh, okay? You know, it's silence when you're shooting and everyone's holding, and then they say, okay, cut. And then everyone breaks into a laugh. It's happened on every scene I've shot with my dad. Very, very fun shoot. Mr. Krunal Pandit.
He's a theatre actor.
Yeah, he's a very good actor.
he's
There's
a
no
very
doubt
good
about
actor,
it. I mean,
yeah.
you can make that out. It's terrific. What I also loved about the show is that all the gaming stuff is really immersive. You know, you really feel you're watching a parallel world there, and that only happens if you have great VFX people. So, do you have a company working on the VFX, and also a cinematographer who's able to translate what's really happening on camera and funnel it into that FX. So let's talk about your tech team now.
So we had Anirban Chatterjee, who was the DOP, and before we went on floor, almost for 2 months, we've done extensive pre-production. So Anirban was in office along with Abhinay and Arya. We have done complete shot breakdown, the shot taking, the positioning. So we've done like an intense prep before we went on floor. And even as far as VFX is concerned, we have created our own game because we didn't want to buy the rights of some existing game or tie up with someone. So it's an entire game, the shooter game that we created with the 2 teams, the 2 characters, the 5 characters per team and the 10 characters that we've created, and as well as the maps. So Priska was the company that we got on board, and our VFX supervisor is Vishal Tolkar. So he was the one who kind of designed the maps along with Abhinay and Arya, because it's very important that one is you design the characters and what they are wearing in the game, and the other is the various maps, because we show them playing, we show them practicing, then we show them playing the tournament. Even the finale is very, very intense, and we wanted to simplify it because making it like complicated, even like we wanted the audience who are non-gamers to also understand. Like Darsheel said earlier, we've simplified everything. So even the maps, even the characterization of the gaming elements, everything was simplified. It was it went to the extent of drawing the sketches and the maps and then finally executing it. So yeah, great teamwork, and we were lucky to have Vishal and Anirban on board with us.
It was wonderful. And a little birdie tells me that Anjali has sung a song on the soundtrack, which is about to be released very, very shortly. I mean, you do have a parallel life as a singer-songwriter. So the logical question that you get asked a lot is, what came first, the singing or the acting?
Well, actually, to clarify, I'm not really a singer-songwriter. I'm a singer. I would not want to take credits for being a songwriter.
You haven't written any of your
I
stuff
haven't written
as yet.
anything as yet.
Fair enough.
But
yeah.
I would say singing came first. My mother's a playback singer, and she's...
Which industry does she work in?
She works in the south, so she's mainly sung in Malayalam, Tamil, Kannada, and Telugu.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
But,
So it's in the genes.
It's in the genes. Honestly, I got the acting from mom as well, so everything comes from mom.
She acts too.
My
yeah?
mother's an actor as well. I wanted to be a fine artist
And are the,
at one point.
I don't mean to be rude, but are the eyes
The
contact
eyes are
lenses
also
or
no,
the
they're,
mother's?
they're from my mother.
And you obviously get asked this a lot about your
Yeah,
eyes.
I do.
Because I mean they're not technically South Indian eyes. I mean they're very Western eyes.
Well,
Can I call it that?
they're
Yeah. Caucasian.
Caucasian
That's the
eyes.
word.
I
So
remember
they're
when
green
we were casting Anjali, a lot of people were telling us, "Oh, she looks like Aishwarya Rai." That
still
was a
say-
lot.
Whoever watches the show, they say.
But are you
goodness.
Mangalorean or you're Tam?
I'm Tamilian. My mother is Tamram and my dad is Tamil Telugu. So I'm like this
Cocktail.
yes, South Indian cocktail is what I like to say, yes.
Yeah, but guys, the eyes are real. Everybody who's seen Anjali in class, and then now this show, if you're wondering, we've got the inside dope from her. Okay, what's the song called? And the music director's the same guy?
Yeah, the music
Yes.
director is the same guy, and it's called Cheers to Life.
Were you at the Jimmy Mistry gig? There was a gig that Jimmy Mistry had hosted where he had got bartender to come in.
When was this?
This was bartender is Mikey McCleary's
Yes,
music.
I sang with bartender for 10 years.
You did. That's why I'm
Yes.
asking you. Were you at that gig, which was about a month and a half ago. Anusha
No,
was in
I
it.
wasn't on that
You
cake.
weren't.
I was
Okay.
not on that cake.
So I was just saying that, you've got that whole bartender feel, obviously, because you've sung with Mikey for so many years. I love that stuff. I love what you guys did with, classic Indian retro music and
Yes.
just flipped it around.
Yeah, Mikey.
But why have you stopped touring with them?
I sing with a band. I still sing with a band. It's called Gloss.
Okay.
We still, do live performances.
What do? You do covers of...
We
what?
mostly do covers. Eventually, we'll branch into something else, but we'll see.
And what kind of music are we talking about? What kind of music to do covers?
Similar lines, just like reimaginations of classics, English and Hindi.
Interesting. Gloss, is it? Is that what it's called? Gloss.
Yes.
So Anjali and Gloss, keep an eye out for that. For those of you who tuned in late or watching us somewhere midway through the interview, this is Gamerlog. It's on Amazon MX Player. It's absolutely free, of course. You don't need a subscription to watch it. You can download the MX Player app on iOS or Windows or the Play Store. Or if you have the Prime Video app, it also streams as part of that. It's a really slickly made show. It's a series, and you will enjoy it. So, talk to me about the other cast members. The rival gang has some really interesting characters. Yeah, Darsheel. I mean, they're not represented in this interview, so why don't you fill us in? Who are the other actors?
So there was a joke that I thought would always stay a joke, but for some reason it actually ended up making it through, which was casting my my opposite, the antagonist of the show, and his name. And they decided to call him Ishan Avasthi.
Hark back to Taare Zameen Par. Nice.
And it was I used to just like shrug it off when we used
Why
to
did you
read-
do that? Why did the writer do
No.
that?
I'll tell you what. It's just a coincidence because when we were writing, we were developing it. We just named the characters whatever that we named, and it was just a coincidence that Darsheel came on board, and then we realized.
Yeah.
Lots of good, happy coincidences.
Mad fun. And then we used to, so every time there used to be something where I'm talking, because I'm a fan of him initially. As you said, you've seen the first two, no? I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm absolutely loving him and stuff like that. And then I don't know why, but everybody except me, all my friends, whoever's seen the show, they just start laughing because they're like, yeah, you're praising yourself, right? And I'm like, no, I'm Raghu here. So that's there. Kunal has played that character, and he's a dear friend, and I think he's really killed it. You'll see as it progresses.
Kunal Bhan.
Kunal Bhan.
Bhan.
He's
Yes,
also
yes.
the ultimate gamer. I think he's probably.
He is. He is more into the today's generation of gaming. I'm more into that old school space which we used to play on PC. He's more into today's generation with regard to all your Valorant and this and that, and having that game. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, the
That
Sony
little
console. Yeah, the
thingy.
Sony console.
But then
also.
much like true to his character on the
course.
show.
Yeah, it's
He's
high tech.
very high-tech.
High-tech
Yes.
stuff. So he's there, and then in our gang, Gamerlog gang, there is Chetan who plays the character of Lalit. There is Chinmay who plays the character of Jaggi. There is Akash who plays the character of Mahesh. And Anjali ma'am who plays the character of Joanna. And then there's me. Who else? Oh, the Shubhroy. Shubhroy plays Saurabh. Very cool character. So I think the thing is that I think and Munna. Yeah, Tejasvi plays the character of Munna, and who comes later on in the show. So surprise. Anyway, so Neeta ma'am must have mentioned it. The thing is that what is the beauty is that all of these characters hail from different parts of India.
Yeah.
There's a Maharashtrian, there's a South Indian character, there's a Gujarati, there is a Punjabi, and all sorts. And they have their own way of talking, and the writers went to great lengths to really make it look as authentic as possible and see how can it come from within. Like I remember Abhinay sir and Arya sir discussing with Akash, because he himself is a South Indian in reality as well, Akash Menon. Fun fact, he's the son of Unni Menon, if you know, the huge South singer, national award winning.
Oh, and can I just say, Unni Menon and my mother, Chitra Iyer, did go on tour when they were in their heyday.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
There are a lot
amazing.
of weird coincidences
Yeah,
on
it's
this
lovely.
show.
Happy
Small
coincidences,
words.
yeah.
Yes.
So they used to be like, okay, what can you say here in your mother tongue? Why don't you abuse in this, or why don't you do it like that? So it really brought that our Indianness out
The culture, different cultures.
and
They
then
didn't make you speak in Tamil because it was already taken.
It was already taken.
The Macha guy took it.
Joanna was more the English representative.
Joanna Rodriguez.
But it was super inclusive. He's so right, because everyone also spoke in their own languages. So then there's like a little bit of representation from each corner of our country.
Especially Raghu Shah.
And the funny thing being that all of it was majorly abuses towards my character in their own mother tongue. So you'll watch it as it goes on, you know.
Yeah, but this stuff happens, eh? I mean, kids get called in from all corners of the country and they're, paid 15-20 grand a month
They stay in a boot camp.
and stay in a boot camp. And then when they win the big prize, they split it, whatever, after keeping expenses aside.
It's huge.
50 lakhs a lot of money, man.
It's a lot of money.
Somebody's making a lot of money there.
Yeah, so when we watched the show and when we we spoke about when she's Anjali's character tells me that this is the show and now it's you win the tournament and it's 50 lakhs. So when we watched it, somebody actually ended up cheering while watching. I was like, what is there to cheer in this? And it's like, it's a big amount, bro. And I was like, okay, yeah, fair enough, that's true.
So Neeta, tell me about your company. I mean, it's an exciting motley crew of people. I mean, there's Abhinay, who's an established filmmaker. Yourself, I mean, I've followed your career trajectory. You've written novellas. You've marketed movies. You've had a career as a performing artist, also, as a model. So, what is the division of labor? I mean, are you told categorically so and so is going to look at scripts, so and so is going to look at marketing, so is going to look at alliances, or do you all just do bits and pieces of everything? What's the company called, by the way?
Our company is called RDP Pulp Fiction Entertainment, and I look into the business, finance, marketing, PR, all of that, and Abhinay is complete creative. So, of course, when a subject comes, we both look at it and see, because apart from creativity, unfortunately today we also have to see the business side.
Yeah, of course.
So while Abhinay has a great creative sense, I look into the part whether this would make commercial sense in investing. How do we mount it? Whether it should be for a series or a film. Who should be the actors, the platform, the studio, the pitching. It's a whole different ball game right now.
Yeah.
So I think so it's a good combination of him and me, because we come from the both different sides of the world, and it's a good amalgamation.
And is there a movie on the anvil? Are you guys working on something?
Yeah, and so there is another series which we're going to announce soon. It's a black comedy thriller.
Oh, nice.
And Abhinay is known for black comedy with blackmail and cult comedy with Delhi Belly. So that's something which we are and the platform are really excited about, but we're going to announce it shortly. And we've developed a couple of film scripts, which again, it's in the process of, getting studio on board, getting actors on board, and kind of mounting it. And so hopefully this year we should have some good announcements.
So do you guys have are you guys all friends now, Anjali? Do you have a WhatsApp group? You hang out?
We actually do have a WhatsApp group.
Of course.
Shut up. Okay, we do have a WhatsApp group.
Very suspicious laughter.
Listen,
Suspicious.
Very cagey.
Sarcastic is the right
Darsheel
word.
would like to
And
believe.
first,
She
I would
doesn't
like-
participate, is
I
it?
would like to exactly. You
do.
got it. You got the nerve.
Excuse
Okay,
me,
and
but
that
I'm-
shows how we know each other for a long time, because this woman here, okay, there were sessions where we were in the vanity van with all of Gamerlog and all of Wolf Clan together, and there would be one missing ma'am, okay, and we'd actually go and knock, and she'd be in her own temple, and I'd be like, okay, it's no point disturbing her because we're doing rubbish.
You know what I'm doing? I'm sitting in my vanity van watching anime.
Oh, it's fine, but then there've been so many times.
Is that you? You like your own company, basically.
I
You'd
mean,
rather.
yeah, usually when I'm at work, I'm just. Stop looking at me like that.
He's not happy.
I'll tell you the funny part about Anjali, which has also now become a part of her charm. Okay, so so after Gamerlog, and we really developed a great bond, all of us, and we met at her place in Juhu, and we were all together and we were chilling, and then there's this random moment at about 11 p.m. 11 p.m. right?
No, it was like 12:30.
Shut up! It was 11 o'clock, and she's like, "Okay, guys, we can continue chilling and stuff. I'm just gonna head to my room and sleep." And we're like,
Dude,
"This
she's
is
Anil
your
Kapoor."
house."
Anil Kapoor does.
It was not 11, it was 12:30.
Okay, what-
That's how he looks so fresh.
Yeah.
Because
At this
everybody
age.
he calls
At
people
this
to party
age.
in his house and he's the
goes
first
to
to go to
sleep.
sleep.
Listen, I just have like small windows of space where I can like handle people, and after a point, I'm just like, hey,
She's taking care of herself. She's sleeping.
You're not asking him to leave your house. You're saying chill.
I do chill, guys.
But
I'm
then,
just
you know,
gonna-
it's common sense for us to leave the house. I mean, we're not going to be like, okay, we're chilling in your house, you chill.
No, but you're an elite company, Anil Kapoor. You know, and
Thank you. Yes,
and
I
all three of his
appreciate that.
children have told me that. Sonam's told me that. Harsh has told me that, as well as Riya, saying, Dad will do this party thing, and it's like, मैं जा रहा हूँ सुनने के लिए.
Yeah.
What? She's so...
Yes.
So you're
She's
destined
out.
for greatness.
And there have been situations where we make a plan and then Anjali's like, why have you decided to meet on 25th? I'm not here. And I'm like, dude, you're the only person who's never here. And then we have to work it around, and then when she is there, nobody else is there. So it's that inner,
Very unfortunate.
excuse me, excuses.
And then every time they meet, they want to only meet post 9 p.m. Who does that? I'm an old woman. Okay, I
She's talking like she's 45.
earlier timing.
She's 2 years
please.
older to me.
Jeez.
The day the people like Neeta and Anjali call themselves old women.
Oh God.
We're finished.
Yeah.
We both are finished.
They're
yeah.
finished,
I
man.
Thanks for the
I
compliment.
mean that in the sense of
Thanks for the
Of
compliment.
course it's a compliment.
my
Yeah, of course, yeah.
lifestyle.
But listen, okay, this has been so much fun. Before you go, I'm going to ask you about a great place you went to and traveled last. So let's start with you, Neeta. Do you go to a destination and say, "Wow, I should have come here before"? Tripped earlier. What is that? A shooting place?
No, because we went the last we've traveled. The last place we traveled was
You're
together.
talking about the last place, right?
No, I mean
No.
a nice
Oh,
place.
just say any nice place.
So where did you travel
we're
last?
not
Surat?
together.
That's
that.
amazing place.
You,
That is fine.
you were to
Last-
Surat. You were to Surat.
No,
yeah?
No,
no,
Delhi,
no, no.
we
We went to Delhi to promote Gamerlog.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Hectic.
that was
hectic.
and the great weather of Delhi that drained
The
us.
food also. But what like a beautiful vacation, you mean that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
So, London. Yeah, but not
Not London
like
in the winter, London in the summer. Yeah?
summer, but not like. Of course, the central London is where everyone goes to shop and stuff. But I'm talking about the outskirts. So there's Cotswold.
Yeah, of course.
It's so beautiful. You feel you're in a fairy tale land.
Yes.
You know,
I
it's
agree.
like amazing. So I'm talking about that part of London, not the main shopping hub, central London, but
The peace and quiet. The
Yes.
countryside.
the
as
countryside
as
of
the
London.
English
Yeah,
call it.
of UK. I think that was amazing.
Anjali, travel
Last
destination you went to and said, wow.
Last travel destination I went to was Japan,
Nice.
and it was one of my dream destinations to go to. Also because now I've spoken about how much I love anime, like throughout this whole thing.
And did you go during cherry blossom season?
I didn't. Cherry blossom season is March, and it gets very intensely touristy.
Yeah, it
So
does.
I wanted to avoid that, and I went for my birthday. So that was October. Weather was perfect, not too many tourists, and everything was affordable and easy to book. So it was the perfect time to go to.
You found your ikigai in Japan.
Listen, I found my everything in Japan. It was amazing.
Tried my
loved
best
it.
to convince Anjali to allow me to tag along, but she was just like, I want my solo trip. And I was like, fair enough, go ahead. Because I'm equally an anime fan. Not as much as her though, but I really love
Yes.
Japan, and it's an amazing
It
place.
was amazing.
What about you? Where did you last go? And
Incidentally, I've been traveling a lot to the north of India, to Manali and Dehradun for some reason. And it's a lot of shoots, but also my theatre, I keep going to these schools. I recently got to Assam Valley School in Dehradun. So, to single out one, because after the pandemic, I've been traveling mostly in India. I might have an international trip coming soon though. It was Manali. We went when it was like lightning and there was thunder and it was raining, and we were shooting a short film actually. And what weather, man! I mean, there's something about walking in a cloud, and
Yeah.
I really tend to get out of my car and just start walking around. And it's really dreamy and fun. And I got a video of light. I'm trying to capture myself, and there was lightning in it, and I was able to get it. Yeah, so
Nice.
that was a cool, memorable experience last year. Yeah.
lovely. Gamerlog is on Amazon MX Player. It's free to air. Wonderful series. Stars Darsheel Safary, Anjali Sivaraman, and an ensemble cast. Is produced by Neeta Shah and Abhinay Dio. Directed by Arya Dio. Please go watch and then thank me for it. From me, Hrishi K, it's been wonderful chatting with you. Thank you, Neeta.
Thank you so much
Thank you,
for
Anjali.
having us.
And Thank you, Darsheel.
Thank you, Rishi. You gotta give me a song recommendation.
Absolutely. This is the time to do it.
Yeah.
Save the best for last.
Yes, I want to listen to New Light by John Mayer.
Oh my God, I love that song.
Switch up.
Na, 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 new
I got
light.
you off guard.
Na, 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 what did I do about it? Na, na, na. I love it.
I can't sing
love
it because if I sing, Anjali's gonna start laughing in my face.
No, but why, is it Anjali's favorite song too?
No, it's not. But the thing is that I try to sing with her sometimes.
My favorite.
And instead of being an encouraging good friend, she just like
I appreciate your singing
Bullshit.
talent.
forget it. I can't say that.
Yes.
Sorry.
My favorite John Mayer song is Waiting on the World to Change.
Love it. Gotta love it.
Even Edge of Desire is cool.
Everything's cool. Daughters is good.
Yeah.
God, this is amazing.
New Light, but
New
Listen,
light.
wait, I'm so sorry before you didn't say where your last travel
Yeah, bro.
destination was.
My last one was interestingly Salzburg.
I've been there.
It was just beautiful
Beautiful.
because I went to Mozart's house.
Wow.
Not to say I'm a classical music fan, but I have a thing for history.
Right.
And they have his piano at the time and his notes where he used to make notations, all of that in his house in a museum. And it's just spectacular.
Wow. Did you go to the Von Trapp family's house?
We actually shot the entire Sound of Music video.
No way.
So cheesy. So we took the Sound of Music tour. And, and they tell you that this particular song was shot there and that.
Yeah.
So the cheesy Instagram thing, you put on the Sound of Music and you just do the same moves.
yeah, nice.
Can I tell
So-
you? I did the exact same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta do it.
Yeah.
Gotta do it. Julie Andrews. Not Emily Blunt, Julie Andrews.
Julie
The
Andrews.
original, the OG.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was that. It was just great fun. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Thank you.
See you. Thank you. Bye.
One world, your station.